the ability to move objects with the power of intuition. It's like, it's known as telekinesis.
Explain to me what just happened.
Intuition is going beyond the senses, the five senses. Process that we give to these children, certain exercises which ignite the sixth sense.
Okay, so this is a blindfold which we'll be wearing. So, you can confirm that there's no light passing through it.
I can confirm, no lights, I can't see anything.
And it says 170K.
But what is one thing that you can leave our audience with that they can practice in order to develop their intuition?
One practice.
You mentioned that you are able to sense people's
Yes.
energies and intentions.
Yes.
Tell me a story where you felt that it was not, the intention was not a good intention.
Okay, so this had happened years back. We were just walking on a road, me and my mom, and it was in the afternoon, so it is quite sunny, the sun is on your head. So we were almost tired. We were not in a situation even to take one more step ahead. So there was one of the gentlemen who offered us a lift. He said, okay, why don't you come along with us? Come along with me. And I said, my mom, you need not go to this person. We'll walk. It's okay. We might have to, put a lot of efforts in stepping more and more, though we are tired, but we should not take the lift from him. I was very clear. I told her very clearly. She was like, okay, fine, we'll just walk. And then later, the next day, we got to know that the person, the same gentleman, who he had provided lift to somebody else except for us, he had done something inappropriate with them.
No.
So that really kept us safe. So not getting into problems, that's what intuition process really helped that time.
Wow.
It's
What-
not just keeping me safe or myself safe. It is about keeping everybody safe from problems.
And in that moment, where in your body did you feel that was something wrong?
I just suddenly felt a feeling in my heart. There was some force which just came.
Yeah.
It like to just say something came from here, just hit me over here saying that you don't have to go. So it was, you can't see it. It's like I just have to explain it to you. So something just came like this and then it just bounced out of my mouth. It's just like a ball, how it comes, when the bowler is bowling
Yeah.
and then the ball takes a swing. It was just like that. It just came and then I just got a thought inside that, okay, I don't have to do that.
Wow. What did you learn from that story?
That story that, of course, we cannot trust anyone who's unknown. And secondly, to follow your heart, follow your gut, follow your intuition. That's what it is. Like, whatever you get as your first thought, you should take it up. But it's like, okay, for an example, a normal person, if they are also in my situation, they were in my situation, they would have felt, okay, this is a good luck for me, good chance, I can take up and I can go to the place whichever I want to. Because that's their greed. That is, the sort of laziness what they're showing, and they have got something. But they don't think what would happen next. Right? So it's just like they feel, okay, I've got it, let me just utilize it. But they don't think what would happen after the utilization, right? So that's what it really helped me know that, okay, not everyone is trustable. Of course, by intuition process, I got a feeling. And to take decisions on your own, you don't have to always go on public opinion. To take yourself decisions and to be firm on that. That's what I learned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. So what are some of the abilities that you developed after the program?
First thing is like the blindfold activities, for sure. And then second is the ability to move objects with the power of intuition. It's like, it's known as telekinesis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And more and more just keep coming and keep coming. So predictions is also, I don't think so it's appropriate to say it like an ability, but yeah, we can say it's an ability.
And tell me the process of that you move objects with your intuition.
Okay, so it's like I just put some concentration on the object which has to be moved.
Yeah.
And then, I try to connect to it. So, for an example, I have straws.
Yeah.
I try to connect to the straws.
Wow.
And then it's like making friends with it and then telling it to move, right? So the straw gets connected. I get connected to the straw, and then I say, okay, you have to move to the right. I tell it individually or sometimes together. That's different. And then, like, with the power of intuition,
Yeah.
they just move.
Okay, so you're going to show us now in action. So we have no AC, there's no wind, and this is a straw, a paper straw,
Yes.
right? And you are going to move this with your mind.
Power of intuition.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That is pretty impressive. So how do you do that?
So, as I said, I try to connect to the straw and then, making friends with it and then talking to it and seeing it. And one more thing, like, many might doubt, like, there might be nose breath
Yeah.
or mouth breath. It's very tough. See, if I blow it hardly, then it would move,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
And I saw that you did
Yes.
grow. Yeah, I saw
So
that you did.
it's complete, power of intuition.
I see. And
Yeah.
what is like some misconception that people have about intuition?
Misconception, I don't really, I have never, put my thoughts on that because I know that intuition always leads you to the right path, guides you to the right path. But if someone has a misconception of intuition, I would say just do the intuition process. You'll understand.
It's a good example.
Yes.
All right. So we do one more. So which one we will do?
You can try one more. Once more.
Oh yeah. Just to see if it was not luck. Wow. So good. Well done.
Yeah.
So we do the phone.
I get the blindfold. Okay, so this is a blindfold which we'll be wearing. Like, it's double padded, in fact. First, we just used to do it like this. So it's like, it has paddings from all around, like from here, from the top, from the bottom, and from the sides. And to make it more difficult, we have started putting second layer, that is cotton pads. So you just put on our eyes so that just test it out so you can confirm that there's no light passing through it.
Yeah, I can confirm. No lights. I can't see anything.
Okay.
Hmm?
So now I'll be putting on the same blindfold
Yes.
and then you can give any picture.
So I'm gonna. Okay, I choose one
Yes.
picture,
Yes.
and you're gonna
Describe it.
describe the
Yes.
picture. Okay. Hmm?
Mhm.
All right. So let me choose picture. All right.
Okay. Okay. So it's your picture.
Yeah.
Okay. And it says 170K. Okay. So you're holding a picture and 170K is written in black color. And you are showing that excited face. Okay. And then you are wearing a white color shirt. And like the background itself is white in color. And then there's something orange also over here. Right?
Yes, it is. Wow. Can we do another one?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just show to the camera.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it says, like, it's a YouTube page and it's your own channel. It says something bigger show by Rodrigo. And then, it's like your thumbnail, your cover page over here. And then it says manifest anything you want. That's the first video, right? And over here it shows the search button and then your profile picture and those, see your subscribers. That's
Oh.
what it is. And then that's it. It's like a white color theme, and over here it's purple, and over here also it's purple and white on the top, and the text is black in color.
How do you do that?
So it comes as a flash in between my eyebrows at the Agnya Chakra. So it just comes and then it disappears.
Really?
Yes. It's just like how I see with my normal eyes.
Yeah.
But when I put on the blindfold, it's
Yeah.
with more clarity and more detail.
Wow.
Yes.
Can we do one more? So what are we going to do now?
So you just draw something, and the moment you are drawing, I'll be drawing along with you.
Okay.
Anything.
Let's go. Wow. Wow. Very good. I mean, it's impressive. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's do one thing. You write something in your own language, and I'll copy it with my blindfold on. Because I don't know what language you speak and you
Yeah.
are from.
Yeah.
So I'll copy the same language without knowing it.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. You sure you're not looking?
No.
Shreya,
Yes.
explain to me what just happened now.
Okay. So see, now you see something, right?
Yeah.
You draw something and then
Yeah.
you draw something.
Yeah.
Something we perceive through our senses. Through our eyes, we see.
Yeah.
We hear, like you were speaking to Nitya, and you touch. So the five senses are there.
Yeah.
So in generally, knowledge is received or perceived by three ways. One is through the senses.
Yeah.
Second is the sun sets and the sun rises. But
Yeah.
ideally, the sun never sets and the sun never rises. Or if you put this pen inside a water beaker and you keep looking at it, it looks bent.
Hmm.
But it's not bent, it's straight.
Oh.
Right? That's the second type of knowledge and how you learn. But intuition is going beyond the senses, the five senses. And still, it is. It exists. So your gut always says something, right?
Mm.
So for example, you feel that I need to pick up an umbrella and walk out. And it rains.
Mm.
All of a sudden it rains in Portugal. And you're like, I just had that feeling that it's going to rain. So the gut is already there. It's there in you, it's there in me. But it's just that it's subdued because of the stress levels we have, because of the anxieties we have. And for children between the age of 5 to 18, it's very easy to grasp. So the process that we give to these children is certain pranayamas and certain exercises which ignite the sixth sense in them and which help them to understand their gut. So it's always that intuition is the first thought that comes to you, the right thought at the right moment. This is what is intuition as per how Gurudev says. You know, Sri Ravi Shankar ji says that intuition is the first thought that comes to you and the right thought at the right time. Now you're writing an exam and you don't remember the answer. But the moment you step out the exam hall, you're like, oh my God, I got the answer. You were stressed,
Oh, because of
you were strained, or you were not focused, or you were not mentally present there. You're mentally absent. So this is what is the knowledge that we need to give to children. It's not about blindfold activities. It's about how does Nitya know that you drew this?
Exactly.
How does this move like that?
Yeah. How?
So how? So that is the knowledge that is given to them. That's the training of the mind that is given to them. So prana yama. Prana means energy. Yama is giving direction to that energy. So when we give direction to the energy of the youth of tomorrow, the world that they're going to be leading, they're able to perceive better, they're able to express better, and they're able to organize themselves better because they are so confused and they have so many zillion thoughts. And like I was hearing Gurudev say the other day, that the attention span today is only 30 seconds. So if you're sitting in a classroom for 40 minutes, your attention that you give in class is only 30 seconds. So how do you expand that quality inside that child? How do you get him rid of those distractions? How do you get him to focus on that one thought? I have that thought in me. I know it, but I can't catch it because I'm bombarded with so many thoughts. I have seen some wrong things. I have listened to so much of chaotic music. I have been on the TV all day. I've been looking at that screen all day. So there are so many zillion things that are bombarding the child. And once you get rid of these distractions, automatically you're able to be focused. And meditation helps you settle the mind, calm the mind. And that's why they're able to process the thought. They know the thought.
Oh, I see.
That's the science.
I see. I understand. And once they do that, they develop certain abilities.
Exactly.
Like what are some abilities that you...
So
they
different
develop?
abilities like downloading languages.
What do you mean?
So they might not know Portuguese,
Yeah.
but they're able to write in Portuguese. They might have not studied Chinese,
Yeah.
but they're writing alphabets in Chinese.
Wow.
So information is there, it exists. So I heard that, you know, what you see is just 1%.
Yeah.
99% of the world exists, which you don't see.
Yeah.
So perhaps like cats can see more than us, the bats can see more than us. So these children can perceive, express and observe better than us. More than we humans can see, they can go beyond that limit. And that is intuition. So they see what you and me don't see.
Wow.
And it's possible.
I saw it now. in
Science of the mind, because the mind is so powerful. So you mean to say that the mobile, it's a plastic gadget.
Yeah.
You think that's more powerful or the mind? Is Google more powerful or the mind? Some human created Google, right? So that means that human being who created Google is more powerful than that mobile phone, plastic phone that can reach you across the world. So which means the human potential is so strong that you can connect.
Okay. So basically what you are doing, you are helping them to develop their full potential through enhancing their intuition.
Exactly.
Right?
Like a simple example I'll give you is a radio station. So you go to a particular radio station and you hear that kind of music. It doesn't get jumbled.
Yeah.
Right? So they are tapping into that frequency. So there is an intuitive frequency that exists in life and they're able to download it. That's what I mean by download.
I see. Yeah, I understand. What was one of the stories that happened with one of your kids that moved you? Even today, it moves you. That was so impressive.
I think every story of every child is so moving.
Yeah.
Because every child has a story of their own.
Yeah.
And life has transformed. I would say it's creating a revolution in education in every child's life. So I cannot pinpoint and say one.
Yeah.
So it's magical. It's real.
Yeah.
And it's still magic. So it's hard to believe. As a teacher, I found it very difficult. In the beginning, I was the most skeptic person.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because I felt like I'm doing nothing, but how are they getting it?
So what made you
So
shift?
the shift happened when I was teaching the blind children. And so here they're wearing the blindfold, right? You're closing their eyes
Yeah.
and shutting them off the senses of sight. When I was teaching the blind children, child was exactly able to do what you're doing.
Oh, wow.
So he was picking up, if there's a lady's finger, he was picking up
Really?
that green color. If it's an aubergine, he was picking up that purple color. And it was perfect. And this child was born blind. That's what moved me. And the child told me, who says we see from our eyes? We see from the mind, we perceive through the mind. And that's when I realized that it's not the eyes that see, it's the mind that sees.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was teaching the deaf and mute children, they were just, you shut off 3 senses.
Yeah.
So their ears are already shut.
Yeah.
They're not able to speak.
Yeah.
And you're closing their eyes.
Yeah.
So just the touch and the sense of smell
Wow.
are available to them. And still they are able to do exactly what these kids are doing. It's just that they express with signs.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely 100% perfect. That's what stunned me. In a class of 100, all the 100 got it.
All the 100.
All the 100, not just 3-4 children, all the 100 got it. And that's when I realized that we fill ourselves with such dearth.
Yeah.
And the information that we see, we hear, it makes a very strong impact on our mind.
Yeah.
So these children were so innocent because they've never heard something wrong.
Exactly.
They have never spoken something wrong. So there were no wrong filters
Yeah.
in their consciousness. They were so pure and they just got it.
Wow. But tell us a bit the process. How is it the process and how long does it take?
So the process takes around 17 days of practice, simple practice.
17 days.
Yes.
Really?
So it's an online practice during the weekdays.
Okay.
So you practice from home. The teacher is there available for you to see that you practice well. It's just to make sure that it gets ingrained into your system. And the program lasts over 3 weekends.
Okay.
Which is quite easy and adaptable for every child over the weekends to practice and process. Because they all go for music class, dance class, tennis class. And there's a class for the mind. So you take some time off for your mind, relax, become peaceful. So you become more proactive in school.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So it's not like it's taking away time from you. It's giving you more time.
And can I take the program?
I'm sorry, you can't.
No, why?
It's only for 5 to 18 because I think we are adulterated.
Why? Tell me why.
Because we are adulterated.
So this, even if you teach this to an adult,
Yeah.
even if you teach myself, I'm not able to do it.
You may get it, but it's not for us because we have so many anxieties and we have so many, so much logic. We have so much of a logical mind that it, I think it destroys that beautiful insight that is within us. Of course, when you meditate, you can become more intuitive. There are other programs of the art of living that enhance your intuition. So there's a special program in the art of living that's called the Sahaj Samadhi meditation. And that I would say is the intuition for adults. You can do that.
I see. But there's a lot of potential in this. What do you see as potential for the future?
The future, like I said, it's a revolution in education. Academics, extracurriculars. The child will grow out to be a leader. The child will have inner strength. The child will be able to guide himself and the society. And the child will feel belongingness with the whole world. And the child will know the difference between the right and wrong. So you cannot mislead the child. And in any profession that he goes, his gut is going to guide him to guide people, to guide instruments, to guide the society, to guide the environment, and also be a beautiful human being that he is. Because when you meditate, you become beautiful inside out.
Um, how do you feel when you see a kid coming to the program with all the doubts, and how do you feel when you see their transformation?
You know, the child never has doubts.
True.
It's usually the adults who have doubt. Because I've seen even parents like, are you sure he's doing it? I'm like, it's your kid. At least you should learn to trust your own child. He's like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think he's cheating. I'm like, no, it's your own child. At least have faith in your own child. And the child is saying, Mom, my eyes are closed. And the parent is the one who's doubting the child. And the child is like, no, Mom, I'm not seeing. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of the process that I have seen, that when the parent has trust in the child, it grows even more.
You taught so many kids, but tell me a story that was special for you.
A story that was special for me. Yeah, so like I'm saying, so I'll tell you one story. Actually, everything. Which story should I share, Nitya? Huh?
Like the kids, like the students being able to do the Ayurveda thing.
Yeah. So there is a story of Sanjay,
Yeah.
and this is a real story. So Krishna and Arjuna were in the war field, right? And they were having a conversation. And Sanjay was sitting far away. He was not in the war field. He was sitting miles away. And he was able to perceive the conversation that happened between Krishna and Arjuna. How? That was intuition. So that is exactly I feel it's the same knowledge that has come down back to our generation for our children to learn. And going down again, there is a story of Rishi Bharadwaja. So once he sat with, I heard the story, that he sat with 80,000 students. And he asked everybody to meditate. So everybody sat with their eyes closed. And then he asked every child, what came to you? And then that child spoke something about some herbs. And the second child said, I saw something green. And the herb's name is this. And it's very good for the throat. And that's how the science of Ayurveda came up. That's how Ayurveda was downloaded as poetry. So it's real. And in our country, these things have always existed. Right? Before even the Wright brothers, the Pushpaka Viman came in. They had vehicles that used to fly. So science was very advanced in our country. And it was students who were able to download this information, to perceive this information, and to perform to their maximum limits. So India has always been a very intelligent race, and it's high time that the world comes forward, picks up the best from each part of the world. And I think meditation is the gift that India has given to the whole world. And there's nothing to do with religion. It's just about being with yourself, dealing with yourself in a better way. And I think every child needs to be gifted this knowledge of intuition.
Just to finalize, so we talk about intuition, and you told us about how important it is for us to be connected with that intuition. Our audience cannot do the program, the adults, but what is one thing that you can leave our audience with that they can practice in order to develop their intuition?
One practice is to learn the happiness program, the Sudarshan Kriya. That should be the beginning.
Yeah.
And there is no end.
Mm.
There is no end to learning, and there's no end to your spiritual life. So it's about dealing with your own mind, and the mind is responsible for everything today. Anything and everything that we do. So it's very important that we learn to relax and then be as productive and be the best citizens in our country. And I pray that one day Portugal advances in mental science and mental health and takes up the Sudarshan Kriya and becomes a happier country.
Very good. That was awesome. Thank you so much
Thank you so
for
much.
sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you.